Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're going to be doing a planting video, but it's going to be a different video because we're going to be planting some water lilies. Hey Gizzy. Just finished my garden gate and I think it looks pretty good. Got the hinges on it. I didn't really put a latch on it because I don't think it really needs a latch because I got the swing shut hinges. So I just have to let go of it and it'll spring back and shut, keep the dogs out. But it's coming together down here. I think that gate looks really nice. We got Remy and Zima because my brother's on vacation, so I get to watch his dogs. Of course, we got Echo Pup running around. And Teddy. Hey Teddy, little Ted, and one more, little Gizmo. Gizzy. What are you doing, Remy? Get out of there. Can't be walking on my liner, Remy. Come on, get out. You gotta go around, Remy, you know the way in. Go over this side. What I'm doing now is getting out some milk crates, getting them ready for the water lilies, because I don't actually have a spot that I can plant them directly into the ground right now because I'm still working on the pond. So I'm going to be planting them in some pea gravel and milk crates. Down here in the pond reservoir I have a couple lilies, 4 of them, kind of just floating around to stay wet. But I want to get them into some pea gravel so the roots have something to grab onto and they can be more secure. May is a good time to take lilies. You want to kind of get them before they bloom. You can see this one and that one already had a bloom on it, and these other 2 have buds. But I took them anyway. So, I actually have 5 here. So what I'm going to do is put a bottom layer of river gravel into each milk crate. And then I'll set the lily rhizome on top of that and fill in and compact it all around. Pretty much plant like you would plant in soil, but I'm going to be planting kind of in a container of stone. That way I'll be able to move them whenever we start working on the pond again. I'll be able to move them around a lot easier than the way they are now. Hopefully they'll start setting root and start taking, so whenever I do have the pond finished, I'll be able to put them in there nice and healthy. All right. I got them on a wagon here because once I started loading them up, I was thinking these are going to be heavy to carry. So I threw them on the wagon here. I got a base layer in. So now I'm going to take it down to the pond. I can set the lily on top, and then I'm going to get some buckets of gravel and just pour the gravel in around it and set the whole thing in the water. I know the pond's not done, and it's actually not even that close to being done. But I do want to try and make it look good for this time of year. It's already spring and it's warm out, and I think we're past the frost. So I'm going to try and make the pond look nice as we're working on it. That might make it a little harder to work around the nice looking things, but I think it'll be worth it just so it's not a dead construction pit like you see here all summer long. Gotta add some color, some beauty, some plants. Got Zima as a helper today. Zima's a Cane Corso, a female, and she is dumb as this stack of rocks here. You going swimming, Zima? Go ahead. You can go in the pond. Go ahead. Oh, we got Remy here. She saw the water and she wants it. Remy, what are you doing? Girls, what are you doing in there? They like the pond already. Remy. You're a wet dog, Remy. Oh, you like the water. Yeah, you like swimming. You can't wait for it to be done. Zima's just trying to figure out how to get into the water. And then we got Gizzy coming up behind. Hey, Gizzy. What are you doing, bud? That's a little deep for you, buddy. I gotta get those lilies out before they all get stepped on. Zima. You ended up getting in the water too. Huh. Zima. Let me get your picture, Zima. Here's how I'm doing it. I got the milk crate filled up with gravel. I stuck the lily in between and I filled up to its normal rhizome level with the gravel. Now I can still get in there, carry it around and move it to the places where I need to move it. So for now, hey Zima, you figured out you can swim. Yeah, you did. So for now, I'm gonna get this one in the water and just keep it in here until we drain this water down to finish stoning in the pond. You're going deep, Zima. So yeah, this is going in there. I'm gonna bucket over some more stone, fill in the other 3 of them. I put 2 in that last crate, and then I'm just gonna lay them all down in there so they can stay wet and maybe even open. It's gonna be a nice hot day today. Hopefully this thing can open. Yeah, it'll look pretty. So now that they're all filled up with stone, I'm just coming in here and rinsing them off because this stone is filthy. You can see all that brown coming out. So you want to get these kind of rinsed off before you put them in the pond. Just help some of that brown water from going into the pond and making it filthy. It's already pretty filthy, but I'm gonna have to clean this once we get all the stone in anyway, and I don't need to be adding more and more dirt. Dogs are up at the barn trying to get to my pigs and chickens. We got them all in the water here. It's not the prettiest thing, but like I said, it's only temporary. I'm just trying to keep these alive, so whenever my pond's done, I'll actually have somewhere to put them. That's going to be this garden box right here. This stone is actually leaving. I don't like it where I put it, so that one's going to have to change. But this is going to be the garden box of the pond. So all my submersible plants like irises, the water lilies, the water hyacinth, hostas can go in the water. A lot of those perennials are going to go right here in the garden box, and then I'll have space all through here for annuals, all in the edging, and a bunch of other places for plants. But I'm going to be putting the lilies and the irises and stuff that are going to be perennials into this box and try and keep as much swimming space open as I can. What are you girls doing? Remy, get your paws off my liner. Waterfall just kicked on. This is just, like I said, temporary. That's actually from the sump pit that runs from underneath the liner. Has a French drain that all the underwater goes into the French drain, and then it flows back into the sump pit. And whenever that fills up, the sump pump will pump it back into the pond. So whenever I have any leaks coming out of the liner, it'll all drain there and get pumped right back into the pond, and I won't be losing any water. Hey Remy. See, it doesn't last long.